I can't see your screen anymore.
This meeting is being recorded.
Well, you heard it, folks. Welcome to another edition of King's Court. This week we are doing a half-season check-in. Hey, Hawaii, as they like to say at the bars.
How you doing?
How you doing? What's up, Steve?
What's up, Jake?
But boys, it's time to check in. It's time to see where we're at. And I thought and have talked to this person that he needed to come on, and he just so happens to be the only remaining undefeated team in King League. Welcome, Ricky Russo.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna enjoy it for at least 1 week.
There you go, man. So tell me, man, because you're brand new to Dynasty. It's awesome seeing you get involved and how much you like it. Talk to me about it, Ricky.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to start off 6-0. I can tell you that. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I kind of wanted to go into the draft and draft some veteran players that I knew could play, but also draft some potential young players so I would not be totally screwed for the future moving forward. And then just kind of go into the season and see how things went. If I started off kind of shitty, just sell off my veteran studs and kind of restart. Or, if it goes the other way, then maybe start buying. We'll see.
Oh, baby.
It seems like it's like right around now is like the buying season when people start to kind of make those decisions, especially if they've gotten off to a rougher start, like 0-5 or 1-4 or whatever. So, I think the next couple weeks are going to be really interesting, to say the least.
It's going to be absolute mayhem. The trade streets will be buzzing. You're absolutely right, man. Around trade deadline in the NFL, players are moving. It's awesome. Yeah. Dynasty times are the best of times during these times.
It is fun.
It's wicked awesome, man. It's everything you've expected it to be, I imagine. But the 6-0 start, like you said, no one would have ever thought of that for you. What's another thing that's like surprised you that you've liked about Dynasty?
I don't know what else has really surprised me, but I love like all the strategy involved in it. And like, I think too, being in a 14-person league, I've always just been in 10-person leagues. So like, it's like one injury can just really like derail your hopes and dreams, and like having just having depth and like a average roster and having depth though, I feel like you could sneak out a championship if you just like
depth is the most important thing about Dynasty,
especially with 8 teams getting into the playoffs. I think that like I don't feel safe at 6-0. Like I feel good about my chances to get into the playoffs now, but I'm like, it just takes like
any week, man.
Tyreek Hill or Josh Allen, and like, which he's a little banged up after this weekend, but I think
knock on wood, he'll get better. But absolutely, like I'm 6 weeks in, I'm a prime example of the injury. Like I have 2 players that I really counted on this year just go down to season-ending injury.
Yeah, dude.
That is my championship like done right there. So which put me in rebuild phase. So rebuilding on the fly. If you're selling, I'm buying. If you're buying, I'm selling. Like, here we go. This is about to get crazy. Everyone's for sale for sure. I'm interested in picks. Like you as a person, are you looking to buy during times like this, Ricky?
I'm definitely looking to make a move, I think, in the near future.
Okay.
I've been sending some feeler messages out to people, testing the market and trying to get an idea. I think I'm just a little timid, like too early to pull it, like, and then have like, spend multiple firsts and, draft value, like, and to have someone go down in like week 8 or something, when the trade deadline, you do have a little bit more time to wait and see how things play out. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. You want to make the move before the next guy does and takes the guy that you were eyeing. So
absolutely. It's all about being quick
It's gonna
too.
be interesting. I'm excited. I'm
It's
really
about
excited.
being quick. It's about always talking to people. Never just talk to one person unless you're getting wowed. Literally, if someone's coming after your player, go try and offer him to someone else. It's awesome. It's great.
I've had
Um,
good conversations with people and stuff this year. I feel like,
yeah,
people I
everyone's
don't know are like willing to just strike up a conversation, even if we don't agree. It's like, cool,
yeah,
man. Like, good
yeah,
luck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. That's
Talk
why
again soon.
everyone
Yeah.
here would get along. Everyone loves each other here.
Yeah.
It's 2024, dude. We're supposed to love each other. Come on. So
You're right.
anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about the league. It's a 6 week check in. It's been nice talking to you, Ricky, but this is what the people came in here for. Let's check in, see where people are, because there's some teams that before the season did not expect to. I did not expect to be here. There's a team at number 10 that certainly caught my eye as to why he's a bottom team with a roster like him, but we'll get to him with Matt Dispenza. Disappointing start, but there's time. There's time. Um, let's talk about the bottom teams, Ricky. What do you think about them?
Can you pull up some of the rosters
Yeah,
here?
let's start with Justin at number 14 real quick. He's got a young team, man.
So yeah, I mean, very young team.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
that's got
his running
a
back
lot
situation
of
isn't
potential.
it isn't the greatest with Algier and Miller, but Devonta Smith has been a very quiet fantasy player this year for him.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a
and
lot of there's so much potential on that roster
there's a
though.
lot of young players to
Like
like.
moving forward, like
Look at this guy right here. Let's see if he shows up
yeah,
while David
Gibbs.
Montgomery's hurt.
Yeah,
Um,
he knew what he was doing going into the draft.
for
Went
sure.
all young.
Pickens and Jameer Gibbs on the bench.
Pickens.
That's
Yep.
pretty good.
By
Quentin
Quentin
Johnson,
Johnson. Not getting a lot of love lately. I was listening to my podcast today, and they were not high
not
on that
loving him.
dude. It's so, dude. It is. It's just so early still
Yeah.
to like be making judgments like that.
So, and then we'll move on from Justin's. He's just young team, 6 weeks
Yep.
in. He's looking forward to the future, not this year. He knows it.
Yep. Yeah.
Alex,
There's a lot of
congratulations, Alex. First win. Everyone was happy in the chat for you, Alex. Everybody was
yeah,
happy.
and did it to the 5-0 Jordan's team.
Yep, very impressive.
Yeah,
Congrats again,
5
Alex.
against 5-0. That was nice.
Yeah,
Impressive.
Alex has a great roster. He shouldn't have been 0-5. I'm glad he's got one. He's a
Yeah.
team that I could see sneaking like 3 wins in a row kind of team,
Yep. Yeah. CD Lamb looked good this weekend.
Finally showed back up. Love
Yeah.
that.
Yep. He
He's
looked like
definitely
a
his
again.
best young player.
Yeah.
Alex, I know he could have a better bench going into the future. But it's still pretty good. I'm not one to talk about my bench.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But he's just got some guys hurt. Deshaun.
Michael Thomas has been playing pretty good this year, right?
Yeah,
I, I,
Michael Thomas.
I haven't looked at his numbers, but every time I've like seen him in a game, he's like been making like
He's
a
out
sweet
there.
play here.
Let's just leave it at that because he's not popping or anything like that, or else he would
No,
be
but I don't.
on the roster.
It wasn't
But
like drafted to be either.
true.
It's a depth guy.
Guys, I'm gonna come out and say it. I don't know how I have 2 wins, but here I am. My team's
Dude,
too
I gotta
good to
ask
carry.
you. I asked you when we were disc golfing the other day, but how mad would you be if you accidentally made the playoffs and didn't get like a top like 3 or 4 pick?
Making playoffs with this roster is my
There's
nightmare.
8 teams that make it out of 14, so it's like you could have a losing record, I think, and still potentially make it depending on how things pan out.
I'm gonna go out there, set a lineup every week. But yeah, my depth just isn't there right now. Again, I had like Najee and Warren on bye this week. I could rebuild on the fly with this, get some bad players like Shakir off my team eventually. But these 2 demoralizing injuries right here, man.
I know, dude.
That sucked. And then to some young talent. But Mahomes is the future and he'll lead me there.
Yeah. At
Right
least
now,
like being a down year for you too, like Mahomes like not really having like a alpha receiver other than Kelsey. Like
yeah,
it's kind of helping you that he's not doing as well this year. Once he gets like another elite piece, I feel like he's the best QB in the league. He just doesn't have the best cast around him.
yeah. So then up next is my brother Diego, and Diego Joe Burrow has not been there at all for him,
Yeah.
and he's been a disappointment. What do you think about the whole Bengal situation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They got off to a slow start last year,
Yep.
so I'm not like gonna be surprised if they start to go on like a tear here. Did they still won this past week too, right? So they've still won their last two games. They're finding a way to squeak out victories. Like Jamar Chase had 3 touchdowns last week, I think.
Yeah.
So,
He's got a good roster.
yeah,
Diego does.
I
Uh, I think
Kamara too, and the yeah,
I think Diego could sneak in some wins right about now. He's got a good roster.
Jacoby Myers has been nasty this season too.
He's been I think the
He's
number
been the
11.
one, yeah, and Adams hasn't even been bad
Yeah,
in Oakland or Las Vegas.
number
But
14
Jacoby's been
wide receiver
nasty.
on the year.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Yeah. So
That's a steal.
yeah, absolutely. Diego, for as much as we called him a Patriot hater, this is what
Yeah.
finally pays off. Of course, it's once he's off the Patriots. But other than that, I know he's excited about Jamison Williams coming back.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
he finally stopped gambling, so he's allowed back in.
Welcome back.
Yes. This is my one of my most disappointing teams of the year so far. Matt Dispenza, he's got a hell of a roster. He's about to hopefully get on a tear here.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup coming
I
back is
feel like
huge.
Bijan's gonna start having like bigger fantasy games. I feel like he's gonna start. I don't know. I feel like he's so nasty. I just feel like they're like not utilizing him the right way. You like see these highlights of him, and you're like, how does he? Like I have him in my one of my redraft leagues. I'm like, how do you only end up with like 11 fantasy points right now?
Yeah.
It's frustrating, but I think he's gonna be in Cup's back. He looked really good this past week.
Yes, I think he's fully back.
Yeah.
I traded him Miles Sanders. I got a first rounder for him. I'm happy I
Ooh.
got it first. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And up next is the Marty Party. So Tua's been popping off, McCaffrey's popping off,
Yeah.
but this team, the bottom two flexes, a lot to be desired. Other than that, look at the top. Like that top can literally go off any week.
Yeah. Here,
So,
slow down on the bench. You're moving along.
sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
So
Um,
yeah, what do you like on his bench? Anything?
I
Nothing too
mean,
exciting. I think he
they,
lacks young players.
yeah.
So
What has he got for draft picks? I'm sure he'll be looking to
he's got
potentially buy
everything.
if his core players stay healthy. Then
Yeah, I mean, as Tua goes, that goes Marty's team.
yeah,
And McCaffrey is going to keep you in every matchup all year long. So having McCaffrey is a huge advantage for Marty. I'm sure he likes having him, but Birdie on the street, maybe he's for sale and can be had. Go talk to Marty about McCaffrey, people. All right. So that was the poo-poo so far, Ricky. These are the teams that I like to say maybe a little feisty. These next four teams. So let's do mine. I called you a fraud 3-1 team. You've lost 2 in a row, just proving me right. Let's talk about this roster because I think I'll let you talk before I go in.
Tony Pollard. Yeah, he's got some good players for sure in this roster. Gabe Davis had been like, I think he had a down week this past week, but he had been crushing it. I think he had like 4 straight touchdowns or
Yeah,
something.
4 straight games with a
Yeah,
touchdown. He had.
yeah, 4 straight games. Um, I like Rico Dowdle too. He looks
Yeah.
promising. Yeah, he's got some.
And Jigba hasn't done anything yet, so and it sucks.
Yeah,
Richardson looks promising. He looks
yeah.
like a good player.
He's probably done for the year. Unfortunately, it sounds like. I
Yeah.
heard he got like 5 different different
So
evaluations.
Jordan Addison on this team is very exciting.
Yeah,
He's a player that I have in my other league that I'd be thrilled if I had him. So
yeah,
I think Dumont has 2 first-round picks this year. He's gonna flip those into good players. I think Dumont's team is gonna like come in and out of the playoffs. I don't see Dumont making the playoffs, honestly. We'll see if he proves me wrong. Um, I really hope he makes the
I'm
playoffs
on
so that
to
he has
go.
a terrible pick. But
Yeah,
whatever. We'll
CJ
see how he
Stroud's
does.
pretty exciting.
Stroud's been impressive. Him having Stroud and Richardson, 2 young quarterbacks, very nice to have in Dynasty. Real nice.
Yeah,
AK, this man just has Justin Fields go out, brutal hit. Other than that, I've been very impressed by Ken Walker this year. He's been a great
yeah.
player.
Taylor.
What do you think about AK's team? Because he's in the search of a quarterback, and the only other one on his team is Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, a lot's gonna. It's gonna be interesting to see how like Garrett Wilson's production remains throughout the rest of the season. If Zach Wilson can like keep supporting him, because he's nasty. That's really unfortunate with what happened with Rodgers.
Yes. But other
OBJ.
than that, I know he traded my brother for Dalvin Cook. That looks like a not so good trade for Anthony. That's probably one I bet he wishes he had back.
Yeah,
John Mechie before the year, like obviously him coming back from cancer, it's freaking awesome. He's someone that I thought would be more involved in the Houston offense. He just hasn't shown up this year. But Michael Mayer is becoming a player in Oakland, so watch out for him. But yeah, just 2 brutal injuries for Anthony too. He's gonna have a hard time staying in the playoff picture, but he's definitely playoff capable, I would say.
yeah. I would say if his core stays healthy, there, it's a nice team.
What do you think about the Jonathan Taylor trade from earlier in the year? And just
Yeah,
get your
what were
thoughts
the
on that.
details on the trade
Just
again?
him for a
Clicking-
first
Was it just him for a first straight up?
and Nate McKinnon from the Chiefs.
That's that's pretty nice.
At the time, it was good,
It
but now
was
that
risky at the time. You
it
just
was,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
now Taylor's
Seems
locked
like
in.
yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, pause everything. We have a surprise guest. He couldn't be away from the game for too long. Um,
What's
ladies
up,
and
everyone?
gentlemen, it's
What's up,
Diego.
dude?
What up? What up? How are you?
What's going
How's
on,
the league?
dude?
Pretty good. We're out here. We're in just finished 6 weeks. 6 weeks, obviously. Entering week 7, I believe, right?
Week 7.
Week
We're
7.
in here, Diego.
Yeah. Week 7 of this league. Let me go to league settings.
Look at the screen right here. We got everything here.
Yeah.
But this is what the people want, Diego. Stare into the camera. Say hi to the people.
What's good, everyone? I'd like to congratulate Alex Ivy on his first win of the season. Yeah. Great week.
Congrats,
Great week.
Ivy,
It's
again.
always good to see the underdog win, of course. Unfortunately, we put Justin Sickney in last place. We put him in 14th. So
He's been there all season long.
he's not good, but he doesn't deserve that first overall pick. So this league got a couple things to figure out. And no, it's been a good league, of course. I'm looking at the standings.
Diego, talk to me over here. I'm gonna take over real quick for you.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your team. What do you think? I actually gave you props. I think your team's about to go on a nice little run.
Yeah.
And you're a team to be reckoning.
Right now, my team looks pretty healthy to me. We have Jacoby Myers, the best wide receiver in Las Vegas. We have Kamara Backman from suspension. He has fresh legs. We have Ayuk, career season Ayuk, free agent Ayuk. And we have Waddle, part of one of the best offenses we've ever seen.
Talk to me about your boy here, Diego. This is your boy right here, IP.
Yeah, IP scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl champion. He was an easy draft pick, I believe 4th round in this league.
7th round.
So I have no clue exactly. But he's nice. I've always believed in him, and I have Derrick Henry. I think the best running back of the last decade.
Diego,
I
is
think
Derrick
Derrick Henry
Henry for sale?
Derrick Henry's price is pretty sky high. But Derrick Henry is for sale for the right person, in the right deal. So I think when I look at my team, I know Joe Burrow's been hurt. But if Joe Burrow is able to figure it out and help the Bengals win a couple more games, I feel like my team's pretty set up well to run the tables.
All right.
So
There you go. I like it.
yeah.
Say any last words to the people? What do you think of the league so far? Are you enjoying it?
So I like the trades we're making. I like that it's a startup dynasty league. It's pretty even. I see the teams at the bottom now. They might not be there for long. So I see a couple of teams that could have crash and burn potential. I see a couple of teams that need to make some moves as well. So when we figure out when the trade deadline is, I know this league's gonna spice up, but it definitely is. It's October and now, it's middle of the month. It's spooky season, and I feel like I'm ready to run the table at mid playoffs. So
He's going.
we'll see.
Diego, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Oh, yeah.
He's out of here. The one and only Diego, everybody.
Well said. Well said.
Well said, Diego. One of a kind, that guy.
He does
so-
have a nice roster. I think, especially with Kamara back. Kamara's been looking good.
yeah, he's got a good roster. He's the
Yeah,
one to watch
he
out
got
for
so
sure.
much volume.
He drafted well.
Yeah.
For as much shit as we give him. All right. Up next, it was Vince. So here, just some disappointing cats out here. Jerry Jeudy, he's a tier 3 wide receiver in this league. Don't pay him. Steve Smith, that was awesome. Real quick, having St. Brown's awesome. Having Brees Hall's awesome. Nico Collins has been a great surprise this year. Other than that, I don't know if
I like this team.
you like it?
I think Brees. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I think Brees Hall is gonna like go off second half of season. Madison's like started to look better. I know he got off to a shaky start. Kirk has like is looked better than Ridley the last like several weeks. Jacksonville, and they're playing well. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Nico Collins are all playing well.
Zach Moss has been going off on his bench,
and he's got quite a few options at QB too. So he's
Yeah.
got like quite a few actually. Wow.
Yeah, I think Vinny's a playoff team for sure. I think
Like, honestly,
fighting
who
for it.
knows how long Zach Moss could be a viable option all season long. They could end up just splitting. Why not keep both players so they both have fresh legs? You know.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how that his usage
For
continues.
sure. This team is a dark horse to win it all right here, folks. This team, Dylan, what you have done with this team is very impressive.
Who would have thought Mostert and Williams would just be like top
RB
like
1 and 2.
5 RBs? Yeah.
Dylan, I give you props. You have built a beautiful roster, and I say that because you copied my other Dynasty Leagues roster. This is literally my same roster. I'm glad you appreciate it. Literally more than half of this team is what I have in another league. Like Hurts, Mostert, Williams, Brown, Higgins. I know you love me, Dylan. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is a really good team. And I think you think the same here, Ricky. Aaron Jones on by another one of my players.
Yeah.
So is this championship worthy to you?
Yeah, I think so.
So
I mean,
he's lucky to have a good tight end situation. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So now, Ricky, the nitty gritty, the top 4 teams here. Coolest, he's having a really good year. He's staying afloat, as I would say, because Adam Thielen and Mike Evans are over 30 years old, and they have both found the fountain of youth this year. Jamar Chase has literally won him matchups. And Herbert's going to be an awesome top 5 quarterback all year.
Spears looks really good too, huh? For Tennessee.
He's getting a lot of carries and
he's a rookie, right?
He's a rookie.
Yeah. That guy's good.
He's a good player.
They're giving him a lot of touches.
Yep. Ramondre and Ridley, like you were saying, Ridley's been disappointing. Ramondre's been disappointing. I think Koulis has got a really good roster here. Definitely a playoff solidified team. He shouldn't have any problems. Just again, what will derail Matt is just injuries. Like if Herbert, or not Herbert because he has Cousins, but if Chase were to go down, that would really suck for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan taking his first L of the year here. Talk to me about Jordan's team, Ricky.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good team here. Getting Barkley back is definitely going to help him out. It sucks though that he looks like he's going to be without Montgomery for a little bit of time. But overall, like he's definitely got a lot of veterans on his team. It's definitely built for now, I would say, based on a
Absolutely.
lot of the players you see in his starting roster. Josh Downs is starting to pop, huh? The last couple of weeks, he's been
Yep.
looking good.
He's been looking good.
Gardner Minshew has really been a fan of him, it seems. So I don't think the Anthony Richardson injury is really going to hurt any of the Colts receivers.
Nah, if anything, with Minshew, Downs has been better.
Yeah. So no,
most-
it looks pretty solid. Who's his other QBs?
His other QBs besides Brock Purdy, you're looking at Jordan Love. That's
Jordan
it.
Love. Okay. Yep.
I'm also of the thought Jordan, like most of us, one injury away from just devastation here.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
But I mean, I feel like it's that way for really all of us for the most part in a
yeah.
14-person league. If you lose one of the elite studs, you're pretty porked. It's hard to come back from that.
Yeah. Is this your competition, your best competition here, Joka?
I think
He's
so.
traded
I mean,
his soul away for this
damn,
team.
dude. Yeah, this team is just like is nice.
It's nice. Lamar, I think Joker's gonna take this team to another level. ETN has been unstoppable lately. Great start to the year for him. Lamar, he's been disappointing, but as soon as he comes back, this team is gonna be a scary, scary team to face in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's got JJ on IR too.
Yeah. Just quick look at the bench here.
Do you
Dino.
think that like if the Vikes continue to like lose games that like they would just leave, they like wouldn't bring JJ back? Do you think that's a possibility?
I think he's gonna come
Like
back this year because it's more him like wanting to come back. He's not gonna sit just to sit, you know.
yeah, but if it's like borderline and they're like 2-10 or something, do you think they're you
Nah,
know
I
you
think he's
think
out
they'll
there.
have him back for playoffs?
Yeah, he's out there no
I'm
matter
just
what because
curious.
he
Yeah,
wants to play.
I
But
know it's been brought up, so I was curious.
yeah,
Your
but
take.
add Jefferson to this lineup, dude, and this is a runaway team.
Yeah.
And
Any
lastly,
given Sunday, you never know.
any given Sunday, hey, I was the one that put the one in that loss record against
Yeah.
Joker. So any given Sunday, baby. Ricky, talk to me about your team. What do you think? Like, what's your strategy? Like, are you liking your mix? Too old, too young? Talk to me.
I think I got a pretty decent mix, and I haven't really given up too much of my draft capital yet. I did give up a first for Puka, but I was able to recoup a second next year by trading away a couple pieces. So I feel pretty good. I feel like um, I have some depth as well on my bench. So I don't know. I feel pretty good about like where I'm at right now. I think
Talk
starting
to
off
me
6.
about an A train.
Yeah, I'm just happy I got off to the 6-0 start because I can like if I lose a couple games here, I'll be able to get Achan back within 4 weeks. So and I think I did hear that they plan to like definitely bring him back right after the 4-week IR. So I shouldn't be without him for super long, but he's been a nice surprise. I gotta say,
Yes,
having
he's been
him
fun
and
to watch.
Tyreek, it's been cool.
He's been
So
fun to watch.
yeah.
So Ricky, real quick, I need some bold predictions here of the. I say you are locked into a playoff spot. Joka is locked into a playoff spot. Jordan locked into a playoff spot. Coolest locked into a playoff spot. Here's
And
the
what's the
nitty
match?
gritty.
Yep.
Right here is the line, starting with Dylan, just based off the 3-3 records here. And the difference from number 5 seed to literally number being in last is just 2 games. So literally 2 bad weeks can set you
Yep.
back.
It's still very early. What playoffs are until week 13 or
14.
14?
Yeah.
14. So
So coming up on
we're
week
not
7, we're halfway there, Ricky.
we're just about halfway. So like even the teams that are like 1-5, like you just need to get to what, 7 wins basically will get you. 6 might get you in.
6 might get you in.
Set, yeah, 6 you'll probably need the points tiebreaker. 7 will probably definitely get you in.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see.
It's gonna be fun. Ricky, any parting thoughts here from you? Thank you so much for chatting it up with me. For being guest. I know you really wanted to do this. I hope you liked it. It's just
Yes,
fun
it's fun.
chatting it up about fantasy, dude.
Yeah, I love football.
He,
Is that fun?
Ricky loves football. Loves
And
it.
yeah, I one closing remark is I want to buy a running back. So whoever's selling, come talk to me.
All right, Ricky. Thank you so much, sir. Guys, thank you for another edition of King's Court. Hope you enjoyed just a little chat about fantasy and the league and where we're at. Let's all talk. Let's have a fun trade season. We're gonna get back on here just before playoffs. Starting to check in, and then obviously a playoff preview. There's some fun times ahead. Hit me up. But I did promise real quick a quick little segment about premiering questions from the audience, and there was a couple people that reached out to me. Shout out, you guys are the real ones. And I just wanted to say, this is from Brian in Walnut Street. He's a longtime king, first time in court. I really thought that was funny. Curious to know how I'm feeling fighting off allegations set by this league about me tanking every week. I would say they're all liars. I am not tanking. Never said I was. F you to you guys. And yet, I think the real tanker is Dumont. He just doesn't want to say he is, and Stick for sure, just bad. Thank you so much, guys. What else? Ricky, did you get any questions from the audience?
I don't think so. No.
Damn. All right, here we go. Guys, that was it. That's how it ends. Totally anticlimactic, just the way we want it on King's Court. Ricky, thanks again so much. You're the
Yeah,
best.
thanks for having me, man.
All right,
See you
dude.
later.
See you later, guys.
Adios.
Adios.
Later, man.